So we'll go like this. Boop.
I can talk on a microphone.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Just like that.
But I can talk
No,
on...
don't touch the microphone. Okay, put it in the... Don't touch it. Okay, put it in the holes. Yep, next one. Good job. Next one. Got you working on the airplane, huh? Okay, next one. Big helper.
Yep, I'm good.
Mm-hmm. See in the video?
Yeah. We got a microphone on my shirt.
Yep, don't touch it.
I never touched it.
Yep. That way the camera can hear us. Okay, next one. Next one. Good job. You want to show the camera how you use your Cleco pliers?
Yeah. I do. Here, my microphone is on the... I'll use this one.
Mm-hmm. You remember how to set it up?
We open it.
Yep.
And we
Up the other way.
put this one in there. Put this one in there. And we like this and put it in there.
That's right. Okay. Here, let me help. Oh, put it back in. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I pressed in for you.
Yep.
And one more I need to do it.
Okay.
This way.
Yep.
This there. And we roll it. And we do it like that. And I'll push it in.
That's right. Good job.
We only put these in your airplane.
That's right. This will be your airplane one day, huh?
Yeah, when I'm bigger.
That's right.
Yeah, see? I'm always a good helper.
Always a good helper. That's right.
Yeah, but I'm still a good helper.
Yeah.
You see my axes?
I do.
You see my good axe?
Uh-huh. All right. Should we say bye to the camera?
Yeah. Bye, camera.
Bye. Back to work.
Back to work, camera.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey guys, Travis here. Hope you liked that intro. That was my daughter Marley, and she is 3.5. And she's always out in the garage helping me work. So I'm trying this green screen thing. I had my data card in my GoPro got corrupted, and so I lost a ton of video of me preparing all the parts for this aileron build. So I decided just to film me putting together this right one and make the video with that, with this, try this green screen overlay thing and see if that works out. The left aileron went together great, I feel like, other than drilling into the stainless steel counterbalance. That was a bit challenging. I ordered new drill bits and then, I ended up using the old drill bits. I guess I had a dull drill bit. I don't know. So I had to change them every few holes and it worked out much better, but finally got it done. I also found, just drilling one hole, the one hole in the plans and then take it off, drill the rest on the workbench. I had a video of it, but kind of hard to explain, I guess, but you'll understand if you've already done it or if you're doing it. But drill the counterbalance out of the skin and on the workbench, clamp down. So here doing these leading edge things, even in the plans it says to use the larger squeezer attachment. It's that, the long one that you barely ever use. On the left leading edge, I didn't use it and it seemed fine, but on this one, I used it and it was much better. A lot cleaner rivets. This right aileron, I made a few mistakes. I guess I sort of took a break after I finished the left one, and the left one, I was reading the plans super thoroughly and reading the wiki and just going step by step. And I guess with this right one, I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I guess you sort of feel like you've done it once, and so you already know. And uh, I posted on the Slack group, which, by the way, if you're watching this building an RV-10 and you're not in the Slack group, it's a really good resource. My trailing edge wedge, I still can't figure out how it happened because I had it in the aileron, and you mark both sides of it with a blue pen, and then you go cut it on the bandsaw. And somehow I cut mine about a half inch too short. And I just can't figure out, and the holes didn't even line up. So I can't figure out how I did that, but posted on the Slack group. Eric, thank you for applying, and Alan, they recommended me cutting it six inches shorter or so and using a scrap piece and just doing two pieces, which, looking ahead on the flaps, there's two pieces. So I think that'll work out just fine. You'll see a couple other mistakes I made throughout the video, but yeah, I guess for the flaps, maybe I'll try building them both at the same time to avoid making those kind of mistakes, or at least, do most of it. But anyway, I'm still working on my fuel tanks too. I was also doing leak testing while building the aileron, and so eventually when I got to this point, I just stopped trying to do the leak testing and doing both and making two videos at the same time, which really I'm just collecting data, but a lot of that footage got corrupted as well. So but I finally, after this aileron, the right aileron was done, I went ahead and scraped off a bunch of old tank sealant in my leak area. I got it down to about a 3-inch area, and so I just put new sealant on, and you'll see that video when I ever get those to not leak anymore. Yeah, overall, I found that the plans on the aileron, when I started reading them, maybe it's because I was building the fuel tanks for the past year or so, but the plans were just so confusing. Instead of saying number 30 and number 40, they're talking in millimeters, and it'll say dimple all parts, and then 2 steps or 3 steps later, it's like, obviously there was a part that you weren't supposed to dimple. So I don't know what changed, but up until now, I felt like the plans were holding my hand. And I know everyone online says that it gets worse and worse the further you go along in the build. They just expect you to kind of know stuff. And it worked out fine, but just reading through the plans the first time, I was so sort of confused on steps. But I've been watching, of course, Austin's videos and Vlad and Jason Ellis and other resources that I can find online, and reading some blogs. So I appreciate all those videos that came before me. Here, just putting on the top skin. All this riveting and stuff went well.
There's no wind.
Say hi, Miley. Smile for the camera. Let's see your outfit. Come out here. Come out here. Do a little model. Go walk down there, walk back, turn, smile. Got all of our junk in the garage. Go out there. Good job. Whoops, sorry about that. But yeah, what I was saying, all the riveting went pretty well. I didn't really find too many like trouble spots or anything like that. The pop rivets, of course, are easy. Reaching in was no problem for me. You'll see later in the video, but my right aileron, this one I'm working on, it had a wobble to it, which is a bummer, but I'm not going to deal with that now. I'll wait until I mount it on the wing later and see if that's an issue. Some people were saying it could be a twist in it. I think that workbench is mostly flat. It's what I used on the left one, and I don't remember the left one wobbling, but you'll see it at the end of the video. Another mistake is coming up here shortly, which is pretty funny, but on the wiki it addresses it. It was that side piece right there. It says, I forget what it's called, the hinge bracket. Don't attach it until after the top skin is on, so that you have access to rivet those 470 rivets on the spar. And I guess for some reason I thought it was addressing, the rivet clearance, like getting your gun on the rivet because the other rivets shop head would be there, but actually what it is you can't get the bucking bar underneath, and so I had to drill 2 rivets out to remove that. Not the end of the world. It was quick and painless. Yeah, I can't really I didn't have to custom make any tools or anything for this. So sorry about that. Anyway, I will just sort of let you watch the video. I'll hop back on when I come to the end, so I don't want to spoil the mistake. It was a good one, addressed in the wiki. But also I did get to meet Brendan out in Long Beach. Thank you. He sold me some extra tank sealant that he got sent, and I got to see his build, which is really pretty inspiring because he started after me and is much further along, and just kind of gives me that little kick in the pants where I need to, be out here every day making an effort. Well, every day when I'm home, but my wings are over at Kirk's hangar. I moved them over there a couple weeks ago or a month ago or something. And so for now, the ailerons are just going in storage. I do want to mount them, but I'll do that another time. There I am drilling out that part that I was talking about, which just a silly mistake, but there was, the drill out was good, the reapply was good, so I'm satisfied with that. Yeah, I'll finish the flaps and then maybe put them both on at the same time out at Kirk's, or just wait till I get my own hangar and then go out and do that. But pulled out all the flap parts. Now comes the nice part of pulling blue film and straightening, fluting edges and straightening and all that. So I will leave you to this, and I'll hop back on here shortly. Hope you enjoy. Hey guys, so here I am riveting up the bottom skin there, and a second ago I ran inside and got one of those, it's those little felt pads that you put on the bottom of furniture. um, I was kind of scuffing up the spar, the rear spar in there, and just they have those real small ones, and those come in really handy to put on and for these riveting projects. Unfortunately, my mistake, you could see it right here in the video, but I don't notice it until I get the entire bottom skin riveted on. But it's that the small tab is on the outside of the large tab on the end there. So when I go to close up the final, when I go to close it up and put the trailing edge on, it does not close properly because it's not set properly. And unfortunately, I riveted on the whole thing before I realized it. Um, and then I had to unrivet the bottom skin to be able to pop it out into the proper alignment. Um, it went well. There were no problems with the holes or anything. I didn't think to put tape across the holes until a rivet fell in. A rivet that I drilled out fell down there. But luckily, I was able to get it out. It took a little bit of work, but because it kind of got stuck in with the stainless steel counterbalance. But anyway, you can watch me realize my mistake here shortly, and then the corrective action. So those were the 3 mistakes I made. Could have been worse, I guess. At least it's finished, and yeah, we'll see how the twist comes later on when I go to mount it, and if it's a problem. If it's like a real problem, I'll just build a new aileron down the road. I don't feel like doing that now when I don't even know if it's going to be an issue. I want to watch my up. Oh no, I start putting the trailing edge, but I think it's right about coming up. But yep, it didn't even there didn't even phase me that much. I just took a quick break and then came out and started drilling them out right away. Normally that would be something that's real frustrating, and it was, but I don't know, deal with it. So anyway, I'll just let you enjoy the rest of the video, or see you on the next one. Thanks.